Yo, this setup is pretty fire. New digs, if you haven't noticed. So a lot of the videos are gonna have different little spots up in the crib, and I'm just vibing with it. So this is happy 3 years to my baby. Yeah, I guess just this past month has been a lot of like transition, a lot of change, a lot of growth. Because, you know, with transition and change comes growth. You always got to learn from something, always got to, you know, figure something out. So the fact that during this time of transitioning and growth, that I also hit 3 years of growing these, but my hair, it just feels so important to me because I didn't grow up with the best, like love for my hair. I grew up in a predominantly white area, so I would have relaxers all the time. I would have braids in because no one wanted to do my hair. I was sent to random ladies to get my hair done. I was sent to family members who didn't even want to do my hair. And by the time I was 12, I ended up having to learn how to do my own hair because living up here, there was just no one that did natural hair like when I was living with my mom. And so whenever I would go visit my mom, she would teach me just new things about what I can do with my hair. And there was just a lot of trauma surrounding my hair, even getting it combed out when I was a kid. It just never made me feel like I loved it. So as soon as I wanted to get that relaxer, I was on that. So I've had a relaxer twice. That's right. 4th grade, I had it, grew it out, and then cut it. And then around middle school, I was just getting a lot of protective styles, and not even like the cute ones. Like I was getting like cornrows in my head. Like it was just like braids just to put up with it. And by 7th grade and then going into high school, that's what I wanted to do, a relaxer again. So in about 9th grade or 10th grade, I did another relaxer, and my hair was so fried, man. It was bad. Like when I first got it, it was sleek and smooth, but I didn't know how to take care of it because my mom did it when I went down there for the summer. And when I came back up here, like I just did not know how to take care of it. So I was blow drying it out all the time, trying to straighten it, and it ended up just being fried a lot of the times. So I think it was about end of sophomore year of high school is when I cut it again, and I did a big chop. And I was really trying to love my hair. Like I really wanted to be that black girl in this white society that loved her hair. So I went to school with afros. Like my best friend, she was so supportive of me at that time. Love you, Betty. Betty, shout out. She was so supportive of me at that time because she was probably the only other black girl that I was friends with in school that had natural hair. There were a few others that had natural hair, a few of them that just did box braids as protective styles, and then a few of them that had perms and relaxers too. So there was just no real representation in that school. And if you know, you know. End of 10th grade, I did the big chop. It looked great. I loved it. But again, it was natural hair again. I didn't really know what to do, so I was on YouTube a lot. I was looking up different things. I would keep it in a high bun a lot. Like just a high poof was my signature. Like if y'all see me around school, y'all seen that high poof a lot at that time because that's really all I could do because my wash days would take like 2 days. I would have to blow dry it out just to make it manageable. I wouldn't even have the right products because I was in a household that had relaxers. So I didn't have the best hair products to use. I was using Suave to wash my hair, some random oil, like it just wasn't that great. So by senior year, I was kind of getting in the groove of doing my hair, feeling more confident. I really hated wash days, detangling it, having to section it. Like I hated it. Oh my God. But I really wanted to do something. So by senior year, going into just my freshman year of college, I was kind of like a hair guru for myself. Like I didn't really have too much. Shout out to Hair Care by Kay, if y'all know. I started my own Instagram for my hair where I would just do different hairstyles. I would do like my friend's hairstyle. I did my boyfriend's hair. and I would like post it on there, just like hair care. Like that's what was my thing. And I loved having that because it really gave me confidence that natural hair was a thing. And I was more on YouTube seeing other girls with natural hair doing their thing. So I really loved that I got to be part of that. And my hair was popping for a time. It was great. I loved the natural hair at that point. But really, like, it was just because I had to deal with it. Like, what was I going to do? Shave my head? Like, I didn't want to do that. So I figured it out. So by the time freshman year came around of college, yeah, I was pretty in a pretty low time during freshman year of college. I was kind of like alone. So I didn't really want to do much with myself. So my roommate at the time, she did hairstyling and braids and kept my hair in box braids, which was very nice of her. Thank you. But I really, man, I did not, it was, yeah. So I moved back home after freshman year and just ended up going to the local school here. And at that time, I also moved in with my boyfriend, and that was the most liberating experience because I just did not want to be at my dad's house anymore. It did not feel like a growing environment. And like I wanted to do locks for a little bit, like I mentioned it around like freshman year of college. And my dad was like, why would you want to do that? And he was kind of just like my #1 hater. If you know my dad, you know my dad. Yeah. That's that on that. But I just like, I didn't like that. So after I moved out, a month after I moved out, I started my locks. I felt so free. I felt so like I was stepping into myself. I felt happier. And like since starting my locks, like I've just loved my hair so much. Like holy cow, I am pretty much obsessed with my hair at this point. Like there is nothing about this loc journey that I've like been like, I want to shave my hair and like felt confident in shaving it. Sometimes when it's has to do with like separating my locks after a wash, like that shit would get me tight. Or like I get paranoid that I'm not doing my locks right and that they're gonna fall out. So, oh, if like I'm not doing them right, they're gonna fall out. Let me just shave them but it's just my paranoia and the fact that like I'm committing to this and I've been the one to like start my locks, retwist my locks, wash, like everything has been me unless I go to my mom's house and she does my hair because, you know, when you go to your mom's house, you gotta get your hair done. It's part of the going back home. So, and other than that, like it has been me. I've had a couple people do my hair for me just like for the sake of doing it. Like my best friend did my hair before. I've let my boyfriend do my hair before just to like get some learning and practice. But majority, like it has been me, and I get pretty paranoid and anxious about doing stuff myself because I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing and I lack that confidence. But since having these, like it's giving me that confidence boost. I've loved making hair videos now on my locks and just seeing how open and inviting the loc community has been. Like everyone has fire locks that I'm seeing on my For You page, whether they dye them, whether they, you know, have just different styles in, like all locks are unique, you know, and that's what I love about them. My locks are definitely unique. There's not ones that are the same size, the same length, thickness, like they are all so different. And yeah, and they're just me. Like that's something, like they really represent me because I'm different. Like I'm not the same. I'm weird, I'm funny, like I am not some typical just whatever. And I want to do more of embracing that, you know? Like I want to feel more myself and just feel like I can be myself in these spaces that are different from me. But I will say, since having my locks, it hasn't all just been like peaches and cream. Like it hasn't all been glitz and glamour. There's definitely, the wash days are just as long. I'll be spending like 45 minutes in that shower just now, like from having this length. At the beginning, it was so easy. Like I would just hop out the shower and be done with it. I put some oil in it and be done. Like now, I spend 45 minutes in the shower washing my hair. I have to section it still because it's gotten so long and it gets so thick at the roots because I don't retwist every month. I probably retwist like every 3 months. So my hair gets a lot of new growth and it gets really thick at the roots. So wash days are mad long. Retwisting, oh my God. Retwisting takes me 5 hours. Yo. But my hair has grown so much. Like I've never seen, like my hair has never been this long when it was a loose natural. My hair just did not grow. I always had dead ends. I just really didn't see much growth when I had loose natural hair. But since having locks, these things are growing mad fast. Like if you see at the beginning of when I started to now, crazy. Just like since them being this long, they get caught and stuck on stuff all the time. They get caught in the necklace clasps on my back. Like I've never had that problem. Like my hair getting caught in my necklace. What? We getting real growth over here. Hello. But yeah, my locks get caught in my necklace clasp all the time. Every time I eat something, I gotta go like this just to eat, like, or drink something. My hair gets in my drinks. I also love the different hairstyles I've been doing with my hair. I've gotten real creative. Because with black hair and with being a natural person in a predominantly white area, I've tried to make myself smaller. So I wouldn't like to go, like if I went into places that I knew would be majority of that, I wouldn't do my hair in the biggest, like glamorous fashion. I would try to make myself smaller. Even like when I had my natural hair, sometimes I would do the afros, but I wouldn't feel confident doing them. Like whenever I did do the big afros, it would be like if me and my boyfriend were just going out, like it wouldn't really be seen or wouldn't really be in a big place, and I would just do them like in a smaller area. But I didn't really feel that I wanted to make myself like bigger with my hair. Like I would want to make it smaller so people wouldn't look at me and like, you know, look at me weird or look at my hair weird. But with having locks, I've kind of shed that. I've been doing just more weirder styles. I've been having it up high. I've been just really liking how different, because locks are different, period. So why am I going to make them look uniform when they're not? So all the different hairstyles have been fun. I think my favorite is either that high bun that I do when like they're dangling in the front, like it's a flip over high bun, or the Busta Rhymes concert, because I really took some Busta Rhymes influence with that, because his locks when he had them, he has been so much inspiration for me, like style wise and with his locks. So doing that hairstyle is my favorite. Oh my gosh, the Black Excellence ball hairstyle. I did that shit in like 20 minutes because I was coming straight from work and had to go to this ball that already started, and like I literally had an hour to get ready. So I did my hair in like 20 minutes, and that was the first time I've done that hairstyle on my locks, and it came out fire. Like I was looking up videos and stuff, so I had seen it done, and that was the first time me doing it myself, and I really just loved the petals, like how the locks made petals. And that was mad cute too. That was cute. I will say, like, if I had more time, I would have done something different with the side swoop. I maybe would have had incorporated it into the buns in the back, but it still came out so fire. Obviously my favorite is a braid out. I will bust down a braid out every time. Even when I was a loose natural, braid outs were my go-to. Like that's how I retained the length. That's how it kept from being tangled. Like I would braid out. I loved braid outs. But yeah, this has been my hair journey, and I've pretty much documented it on Instagram for like 4 years now. I don't operate Hair Care by Kay anymore. I do all of it on my main page, but I love doing this journey. I love feeling confident in my hair and feeling like I can be a Black woman in this society and still love my hair, even though I didn't grow up with that same image. Like I'm really just embracing myself more. And just like, I love that I can embrace myself and love myself for me and not try to change it to fit in anymore. Like that is just so damaging to your self-esteem, your confidence, and I'm done with that. Like this is 3 years, and I probably missed one because I always do. Yeah. get into it. Thank y'all, honestly. Thank y'all for being here with me and supporting me, and just the compliments on my hair, because they really boost my confidence too. Because people, like, they were not about black hair. They didn't care that you had an afro, or that you, like, they cared because, oh wow, your hair doesn't fall down, like it's staying up, ha ha ha. No. We're not doing that anymore. We love black hair any way that it is, because that's you. Like, embrace you, okay? And if you need tips, or if you want help how to care for your hair, get with me, because I have years of just my own experience trying to love my hair. So please, like, do not hesitate. I'm here because I want y'all to love yourself like I'm trying to love myself. So thank y'all. Happy 3 years to me.